I lived there for 14 years and really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the city. The city was nice. But in 37, Bob, that was the war? Yeah,
Mhm.
37, the Japanese and the Chinese decided to have another skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
They had several. And they were shooting over the city. I don't know where they were. They were over on the other side. Was it the Wangpu or the Yangtze?
Thanks.
Yangtze. Where's the Wangpu? I can't remember. Was that further?
Yeah, it's further into the interior.
Well, I guess
I don't,
don't.
I ought to know that, because I've flown over them both, but
Yeah, well, wherever, they
can't
must have been
remember.
in the Wangpu part of the river, because they were shooting over the city and the Japanese were on the other side. God knows where they were. And, well, their aim wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times their little bombs would hit the city. But we had, oh, what was that Japanese ship called again?
what?
The Japanese ship that was laying in the harbor. Oh, I can't remember now.
That's okay.
Mhm.
We'll think
But
about
anyway,
it.
it's a Japanese ship.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chinese tried to bomb it
Mm-hmm.
with their little airplanes. Well, except that they didn't know how to do it, because what they did is they got right on top of the Japanese warship. They didn't allow for wind or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they dropped the bomb and it hits the Wing On Company. It's like, like Jones here or something. It's a huge place. And killed 3,000 people just right now.
Wow.
And I was in bed. I was sick that time. And John had to go, and I felt so sorry for him, because he said, oh, Hennie, he said it was terrible. He said there were limbs in trees. There were heads rolling down the street. He said everywhere you looked, you saw torsos.
Now,
He said,
why did he have to go?
well, he was called up to go and help clean, help people,
Mm-hmm.
help the people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, most of them were dead,
Mm-hmm.
but he said it was the most horrible thing he'd ever seen, because he said the biggest hit they did was the perfume department. And he said, you mix that with blood, he said, you never smelled anything so horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So he and a whole bunch, I suppose, had to clean it all up, And, well, of course, I was kind of nervous, because every night I could hear that zzz, the bomb flying over our house. And I thought, oh God, I hope it doesn't miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, one Sunday, my dad and I decided to go for a walk. And we were walking, and of course they were shooting back and forth. And a shrapnel falls. And for some odd reason, my dad and I separated. We went apart. And the shrapnel fell right between us and made a hole that big in the sidewalk.
Wow.
Big around like this. If we hadn't moved, it would have taken both our arms off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my experience with that war.
Mm-hmm.